happening, y'all? Welcome back to another exciting episode of the Creatia Conversation, where we talk creativity and media and all that nerdish. I'm your host, Lord Cussalot Travis Pointer, aka the Dragon King, aka Big T, aka T Money, aka Sweet T, aka Black Merlin, aka the HNIC. And I'm joined once again by my co-hosts, Mara the motherfucking Shark Watkins. How you doing, Mara?
How's it going?
Doing all right, doing all right. Who else we got here?
We also have the patron saint of podcasting, the Warden Matt Ritter.
Hello, Metric.
Hi.
How you doing, kids? What you been up to? What you been watching? What you been playing? All that good stuff.
I'll get my story time out of the way before we get into what I've been watching and playing, which is a lot of the same shit. Okay. Spartacus and Fallout and Game of Thrones. That Stephen King show that Kate and I are watching. So I got my vasectomy on Tuesday. And I'm still a little sore, but I'm doing all right. And as I'm sitting on the couch with an ice pack on myself, just trying to relax, Zoe comes in and she goes, "Daddy, don't be mad at me." And I'm like, "Oh God, what'd you do?" Now, guys, when we tell you you guys should be watching this on YouTube, you need to watch this on YouTube. So this is an x-ray of my daughter, and that right there is the quarter that she swallowed.
This silver thing? The white circle thing?
Yeah, the big white circle.
The thing in the shape of a quarter is the quarter. Okay, so she swallowed a quarter
that she swallowed.
Jesus.
So
that takes considerable effort. She's a small person, which means all body parts are small, including the esophagus.
You want to tell them how you? Okay, be careful. You want to tell them how you swallowed a quarter?
Did you take it like a pill? Like did she?
Here.
She take it with water? Like what happened? How did you end up swallowing a quarter, Doc? What happened?
I do not know, but I just was.
Wait. You say you don't know? Weren't you there?
Yeah.
Yeah, dummy.
Yeah, but
of course I was there.
Oh yeah,
but I just felt it from my throat. I just felt it from my throat, and then I just took a sip of water so it go down.
Why'd you put it in your mouth? Okay. Because why not? I understand. Okay. Cool.
They're going to have to start manufacturing coins with the bitter coating.
Yeah. So my understanding is that for whatever reason, she had the quarter in her mouth. She said she forgot she had it in her mouth, and then she swallowed it. And I was like, "Are you sure you swallowed the quarter?" And she goes, "Yeah." I'm like, "How do you know?" And she goes, "Because I felt it go down my throat." So then she got water and drank it, which apparently, it helped because the doctor said that it's at the end of her stomach and that she should pass it within the next 2 to 3 days. The rough part is I now have to verify that it was passed.
So you got to get like some kind of colander or something to put in the toilet every time she takes a shit and then spray it with water or something so you kind of filter it through or something.
He gave me rubber gloves.
That's way worse. Okay.
I don't envy you.
At all.
These are the things of parenting that I don't like.
Other than that, she's doing absolutely fine though. Like she didn't choke on it or anything like that.
Still, I don't see how. Okay.
I don't either. But
powerful esophagus. That's fine.
Yeah, I guess. I did pick up Ghost of Tsushima yesterday since I've been home for a couple days recovering. I played a little Fortnite with John. Pokemon. Like I said, the same shows, nothing really new. Okay. So,
Shark, how about you?
Okay, so I have story time, but I will say I haven't been watching a lot of anything new. I did watch this one season of this show. Well, Chris and I watched it because I started watching it, and then I reeled him in on it too, called Dr. Death. which was a show that Peacock had started based off of a podcast that was talking about bad doctors. And so we watched the first season, which is about this doctor.
So not about Stephen Williams.
No.
Okay. There was a wrestler named Dr. Death Steve Williams. That's the thing. That's all.
About a doctor in Texas named Christopher Dunch, who was just out here fucking maiming people, and the state of Texas really also dropped the ball, and a bunch of hospitals dropped the ball. It was crazy.
That's not surprising.
Right.
I lived in Texas for 10 years. Not surprised at all.
I'm about to start season 2, which is about another doctor whose name is Paolo Macchiarini, who was making artificial tracheas, and that turns into a whole mess of shit. So I'll keep posting on that. I didn't watch Royal Rumble, but Luna did.
I didn't watch it either.
But we were getting on her because she never pointed out how nice everyone's outfits were, the girls, because that's the ones that those are the matches she pays attention to, is the girls' matches.
Yeah, this is in Saudi Arabia, so I had to do the full bodysuit thing.
Yeah, and I was like, girl, why didn't you tell me how cool their outfits were? And she was like, I don't know. And then the other day when I saw her going back to watch like them back in the US, I was like, you see a distinct difference here? And she was like, yeah. I was like, these outfits in Saudi Arabia were fucking cool. Someone came out dressed up as like Storm. I forget who a couple of the other ones were. When she had said that, she kept telling me, she said, oh, the Bella twins were back. And I was like, picturing just the two of them half naked as usual.
Not in Saudi Arabia. That's why the outfits are cool, but they're not cool, because it is rule of law that they cannot perform in their normal ring attire. Early on, they used to have to wear like 3X t-shirts to cover themselves and try and wrestle in large, oversized t-shirts, because the Saudi Arabia government wants them to come over there, but doesn't want them to be themselves, wants them to comply with their bullshit. So,
True. But I mean, even Cardi B went over there for a concert, and even with her being covered up, I feel like just now they're finding more ways to make it fashionable, like instead of it just being a big ass t-shirt. That's kind of like what I meant. Like I feel like they got creative with these outfits. They were like, we're gonna make them creative as much as we can, but we're still gonna stay covered up. While
Randy Orton's still in his drawers though, but
because they love penis in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, clearly. They just don't want to admit it.
But as for my story time, we overheard a domestic dispute earlier today, and it ended up with a PS5 being thrown out of 6 stories, landing in front of our window. So we got a new PS5 today. We don't really know what the dispute was about, but Chris has made his own like hypothesis of the story, because it started with, before the PS5 came out the window, what seemingly appeared to be a cup of piss got thrown out first.
So was a failed drug test involved? Is that what happened?
Oh, no. I think let's hear Chris's theory, but I think I'm on the same page as Chris.
So the theory was that homegirl came home, because there was only one account left on the PS5, and they only had like 2 games installed on the system, and it was like FIFA and what was the other game?
UFL. It's like a free-to-play soccer game.
UFL, another free-to-play soccer game. So soccer fans we got here. And so the theory is that Shorty came home, saw homeboy on the game, because we really just heard a man's voice yelling most of the time, and we heard yelling the other day too. The the joys of being home a lot. You just kind of start hearing everything around you. And she saw he was on the game, couldn't be bothered to get up to go to the bathroom. So instead had, I guess, pissed in a cup and then deleted his profile off of the PlayStation, which apparently made him rage out and throw the PlayStation, no plates, out of the window. And it landed on the snowy part in the back of our building.
All right. So not where I thought this was going. My assumption was close to what Travis was thinking, is someone had to pass a piss test. Someone came home and found a cup of piss for said piss test stored, got upset that they were trying to cheat the piss test, and then threw the PlayStation out the window.
That sounds like a hater.
Also plausible. It was just wild. Because all we could hear was like, get away from me, get the fuck away from me. That was about it. But
what kind of cup was it that came out with possible pee in it? Like just a regular,
I'm not
like
sure.
a red Solo cup?
Babe, what kind of cup was it?
Like a 7-Eleven cup? Like what kind of cup was it?
Did we see the cup?
Like a coffee cup.
Oh, it was a coffee cup.
It was like
okay.
The way it felt, the way it got thrown out the window, it was like physics, because it landed, and then when I looked, there's no top, but there's clearly a lot of liquid inside. So it was like it just stayed where.
It was a coffee cup that came straight down, but a lot of liquid in it.
You see, it's yellow,
and it's yellow liquid.
Like,
So now I'm with the he was too busy to be bothered to get up, and
makes more sense now. Okay,
yeah.
But yeah, and then
That's
so
crazy.
when we brought it inside, we were looking at it. Chris had pointed out it had like because there's no plates on it, so we could see everything inside of it. You see it has like the plug-in part for the disk drive. And I was like, is that one of the newer ones that they threw out? The one that you got to buy the disk drive for? So yeah, we got a new PS5 and it works. And we were
it was a digital edition?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those came out the same time. They were just hard to get. They just didn't make as many. Yeah.
But do all the digital ones have like a place for the
you can do
drive?
it. You can do it.
Oh, okay.
It's but if you're talking about the Slim, which is a different thing, the Slim only comes in digital, I believe. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it looks slim. I'm looking at it.
Well, yeah, it's missing the cover. Of course, it looks.
this thing right here. That's it right there on the table.
I can't really see it clearly, but I believe you.
But either way,
you can buy a case for it online.
Yeah, we because both of us have custom plates on our PlayStations. But I have a disk drive one, but Chris has a digital one. I was like, well, we got plates for it. We just need to get an extra cable.
So you now have
power
3
cable.
PS5s.
Yeah. 2
and one was
you
free.
Got 3 for the price of 2. Yeah, 3 for the price of 2. All bought within how long? These came out during COVID, so we've gotten 3 PS5s over the span of 6 years.
5.5. It was at the end of the year. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was like right before we went into lockdown.
Yeah.
But
I had like just started my new job at that point.
Yeah, fun times here in New York.
To get it. It was a great day. Because I had to work that day and I'm like, I could just call off because fuck this. But I worked. Well, I watched a couple of new things and one old thing that I hadn't mentioned before. I watched most of Zootopia 2. I fell asleep, but we were watching it. Amani saw the whole thing. I didn't. There was a part at the end where I fell asleep and then woke back up at the very end. Then we started. We actually finished it. Free Bert. It's a Netflix show. Burt Kreischer.
Oh, okay. How
Fun
is
show.
that?
It's a fun show.
Okay.
I enjoyed it. There's a lot of moments where you're just like, oh my God. But it's just like it's the what kind of crazy shit's gonna happen next, oh my God, kind of thing, because it's Burt Kreischer. It's all, them, in this more hoity-toity neighborhood with this school, that's the more expensive school, the elite kind of school and all that kind of stuff, and trying to navigate all that, the parents and all that kind of shit, which it's fun to watch. And then an oldie that Matt will probably appreciate, I discovered something that I have access to Beast Wars. So I've been watching Beast Wars.
How do you have access to Beast Wars?
It's on Tubi, Matt.
Is it really?
Yes.
Tubi's really coming on up.
They got that. They got Ninja Turtles. I saw Street Sharks. I'm like, oh. Oh.
Tubi has been coming on up in the ranks. And they're still free, right?
Yep.
Love it for them.
I know what me and Zoe are watching on Saturday.
Yup. But yeah, that's all I've been watching and playing. But I want to thank you folks for watching. If you're not watching live, know that you can watch us live on Twitch at twitch.tv/Creatia World. And while you're there, we'd appreciate you giving us a subscription. You could actually do it for free, because if you got Amazon Prime, you got Prime Gaming. All you got to do is put your Amazon account and your Twitch account, put them together, fusion, they form Prime Gaming. You get a free subscription every month. You should get that to us because you think we're cool, right? Yeah, we do. And you do too. I'm telling you now, that's what it is. Subscribe to us for free. You can also watch us watch us live on YouTube for free at youtube.com/Creatia World. Doesn't cost you anything to subscribe at all. Not a thing. All you gotta do is hit the subscribe button. But while you're there, next to that subscribe button is a little bell. And hanging from that bell is a little bean. What I want you to do is flick that bean. You do that, you get notified every time we go live, every time we drop a new video, all that good shit. Now, we're not as deep in as a lot of times we are, so let's go ahead in with a trailer.
Did you want to talk about Game of Thrones or no?
Oh, Night of the Seven Kingdoms?
Yeah.
We could, sure. What you want to talk about?
Dunk finally found out who the fuck Egg is.
Yeah. Mara, have you been watching?
Nope.
Cover your ears.
I knew she wasn't watching because she didn't know about the penis.
But yeah. What'd you say, Mara? Yeah, she okay. She can't hear us. Yeah. Good. But yeah, she found out. Now, I don't know. Was that spoiled for you already?
Was what spoiled for me?
Who Egg was?
Yeah, I already knew.
Okay. I didn't know if you knew or not. I'm trying to kind of curious as to someone who was watching and didn't know this ahead of time how they would react, but you already knew. So
yeah, no, I knew. And then we were talking because I was talking to Kate about which Aegon this is, and technically his brother is Maester Aemon from the Night's Watch.
Yes. So
and they did reference that in the episode too. That they were talking about the brothers, and the guy that was talking to Dunk when they were getting drunk in the tent was like, yeah, the one brother's pretty much useless, that we're going to ship him off to the Night's Watch or something like that. That's Maester Aemon.
I think so. But from what I was seeing, Egg is Daenerys' great-great-grandfather. So that's why that doesn't really line up. So I'm not sure.
I thought it was great-grandfather or just grandfather, one of the two.
It's not grandfather. I know that. Maybe it's just one great. Who knows? But there's some degrees of separation there. Yeah. But I thought Maester Aemon in the Night's Watch was King Aerys' brother, which would have made him another generation down, I believe.
I don't know. I was doing a lot of Googling, and there's some inconsistencies, even though it's Googleable.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I couldn't believe, I know Dunk is Dunk, but I couldn't believe he put his hands knowingly on a Targaryen, even though what he did was right.
knowingly, I'd say, but not knowingly. Like he wasn't thinking that through. He just saw him attacking his girl, and he was like, "Fuck that! I'm swinging on this nigga." And then afterwards, he realized, "Yep, I'm fucked. Oh well," and he was just ready to take it. And here comes Egg
Who hates his brother, which fair.
with a passion.
Your brother seems like an asshole.
Definitely, like he did some shit. Like that's the kind of shit Viserys would do. You know, like why do you have to kill the horse? Like that horse didn't do shit to you at all.
Because he couldn't win the duel. That's how he had to win the duel.
I guess, yeah, because he ain't shit. You're right.
Yep.
But yeah, show is still fun to watch. It's still got the humor. Short 30-minute episodes. We got 3 left.
We don't like that.
Really?
We're watching 30 minutes and we're like, why the fuck is this only half an hour? I want an hour.
Because this story doesn't call for hour-long episodes. Like
me and Kate, we're not happy about that.
You want them to fill you in with another 30 minutes of fluff?
Yes. You know what makes great fluff, Travis? Brothels.
Dunk doesn't go to brothels.
There's plenty of other characters who can be in a brothel. Dunk doesn't need to go to
But
a
it's
brothel.
not about them. That's what I'm saying. The show is not about them. The show is about Dunk and Egg. That's what those books were about. That's what this show is about. It's about the two of them. Small story.
Dunk could be dragged into a brothel by one of them, not knowing it's a brothel. And then just be all shy in the corner and shit.
That only works so many times, sir. But anyway, I'm enjoying it. Even if you don't think the 30 minutes is a good thing, I do. It works for the actual story they're telling to me. But let's since we did talk about that, we don't have the time for the trailer. Let's get into our topics and get Mar back in here.
Do we still do audio for this, or is it just video only?
I put the audio up last week, I think.
I thought so. That's why I said if you're listening, you should be watching.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Mara's neither listening or watching. I'll text her.
I'm literally right here.
Oh, you didn't say anything. You got to speak up.
I was waiting till you.
You're just like staring.
I was in another window, but then I heard you asking about the audio, and I figured you were done.
Okay, I thought you muted us.
I muted the whole computer, but then I was just sitting here in silence. So then I went to listen to something else over you guys. So I still couldn't hear you. Just nothing clear.
So hot topics.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
What
I
happened?
don't have a coin up here anymore. What did I do with it?
Zoe swallowed it.
Nope, found it.
Weren't you here for story time?
You're absolutely right. I forgot. I absolutely forgot. And I guess she already passed it because here it is. All right. Mara, call it. You said heads?
Mm-hmm.
What's your topic?
Woo! My topic, which we were going to do last week, but we ran out of time because we were talking sexy stuff. Who is your favorite TV movie vampire or vampires? Because I realized when I was writing my answers down, I was like, oh, I like this one, but I also really fuck with this one, and then there's this one. So, some of mine were from TV. We had Damon Salvatore from The Vampire Diaries, and I will give you.
I'll say I'm not familiar, but I believe you.
I was like, I'll give a what's a face? It's so fucking hot in here. Used to be a time in New York, it's just kind of like you would be begging for your building to turn the heat on, and now I'm kind of just like, oh my God, let me freeze for a little bit, please.
The fact that you gotta wait for the building to turn the heat on is crazy to me.
Yeah, I like. So this is Damon from The Vampire Diaries.
Why is he one of your favorite vampires?
Because he has like the same. It's like I like the storylines where they start bad, but then they start to soften up a bit because they realize that there's more, I guess, to being a vampire than just murdering people.
That's the most fun part, though.
No, I know. I mean, it's not to say that he still won't do it, like if it doesn't call for it, or if like the person or the girl, because usually the TV vampires that I like usually are the ones that will have like some kind of love interest with the main girl character.
So you got one from True Blood too?
Yeah, of course.
Is it the blonde one?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That would be Eric Northman. He's so small. But either way, you get the point. A runner-up for TV was Spike from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I'm still in the season when I was watching it on Hulu. Bless you. Where he couldn't really hurt anybody because of the initiative or whatever they're called. I don't like this season that much. But yeah, I know at some point him and Buffy do get together, so I'm kind of just waiting for that to happen because I'm curious to see how that starts. Because at this point, Angel's long gone. I like Angel from Buffy, but I feel like he's kind of like Stefan from Vampire Diaries. He's kind of really more tortured about the fact that he's a vampire.
Didn't he get his own show? Okay.
So at the start of season 4, Buffy starts his spinoff.
Okay.
I'll eventually get started on it, but when we subscribe to Hulu. But as for movies, I had Dracula from Dracula Untold, which is, I feel like, a movie that not a lot of people had watched. I feel like it just didn't do that well commercial wise. But it has,
It's because it was bad.
I mean, are any of them really like amazing?
Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Apart from the classic one.
I mean, a lot of people like Nosferatu. I didn't, but I don't like period pieces.
I like Nosferatu. It just wasn't enough to like. I like it more as if I was still in college taking like a film studies class, I would enjoy it that way. Like for the artisticness of it. It's kind of like the same way with the Batman for me. Like I thought the Batman was very cool. But I also think it was a very artistic Batman piece as opposed to my favorite, which is the Christopher Nolan series.
I always tend to argue, and I say this to people all the time, the Batman would have been better if it wasn't called the Batman. Because to me, it just didn't.
Would have been better if it was just called the Detective.
Something like that, yeah. Just don't make him Batman. Like it would have been a better movie if I wasn't expecting to actually get Batman and got this. Like I didn't think it was a bad movie, but not as amazing as so many people tried to tell me it was. It was just like, I mean, it's cool. It would have been better if it wasn't called Batman. But yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. Like I enjoyed seeing it in theaters and such. It's just one of those like there's been better or more. There's been better Batmans.
Batman peaked with the 90s animated series, and I stand by that. But you know.
And then there was Jerry from 2011's remake of Fright Night, and it's honestly only because I think this is one of the most attractive times I've seen Colin Farrell.
You didn't
That
like
was-
him. You didn't have the hots for him when he was Penguin. What you mean?
I did.
The Penguin didn't do it for you.
No.
That nose, that wasn't it. Okay.
And then, of course,
You know what he
Queen
can
of
do
the
with that
Damned.
nose?
No, I'm good. And then, of
Akasha.
course, yes, Akasha from Queen of the Damned.
This is my favorite one on your list.
Of course it is. A close runner-up was Count Dracula from Hotel Transylvania, just because those movies crack me the fuck up. I've watched most of them. I don't know how many they have now because they kept releasing them.
Mhm.
But I watched most of them with Luna as she's been growing throughout her last 9.5 years. But absolute peak dad Dracula shit. But those are mine.
Okay.
Excuse me.
So, I had a couple. First one is not really a single vampire, but it's the ones in Blade 2 that that were kind of more evolved. They had like engineered into better vampires. Their mouths opened up like all crazy and shit. Like those are pretty cool vampires. I like those vampires. But my favorite vampire is vampire named Maximilian. That is Eddie Murphy's character in Vampire in Brooklyn. That is my favorite vampire. Mostly because I enjoy Eddie Murphy in pretty much everything I see him in, and Vampire in Brooklyn is no exception at all. So those are mine. Very simple, very quick. What about you, Matt, man?
I just assumed everyone's favorite vampire was Blade, which is also my favorite vampire.
He's not a vampire.
He is a vampire.
He is a vampire.
He's still a vampire.
Okay.
He's the Daywalker, but he's still
a
a
Daywalker.
vampire.
He's not a vampire. I don't count.
So that's what I went with. But I also, because she brought up Queen of the Damned, like Lestat, mostly because all of his vocals in the movie are voiced by Jonathan Taylor from I said that wrong. Anyway.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas?
No, not Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
I know, Matt. I was just fucking with you.
Voiced by the lead singer of Korn. In the movie.
Oh, when he was singing?
Yeah.
Oh.
All of that is the lead singer of Korn singing those songs. And then unfortunately they couldn't release those songs for whatever reason due to some music shit. So then they had to get other bands on the album to sing the songs that Jonathan Taylor, or that I don't keep saying Jonathan Taylor. Anyway, that he sang in the movie. And
Jonathan
then
Davis.
special shout out to Davis. There we go. I was blanking out really hard, and he's my favorite singer, so that really bothers me. Special shout out to this 2015 movie called The Association. Minion number 6 is fantastic.
Minion number 6.
Yes. Played by a young up-and-coming actor by the name of Matt Ritter. The movie was never released, but it was filmed and shot, and he does have an IMDb credit for it. So,
Okay. Well, what about you out there, people? Who is your favorite TV and movie vampire? Do you have more than one? Let us know. Put them in them comments. We want to hear about them.
Cher.
I don't think Cher is a vampire.
No, sure?
All right, let's see.
Oh, yeah, I did watch the Grammys. I forgot I did that.
Those did happen. Yeah. Let's watch a trailer now.
Yay!
is it a trailer for The Association?
No, it's not a trailer for The Association.
Hello?
Dad, I love that you're here, but I don't need you to check on me. I just want to help. I know you're going through something with your marriage. Casey?
Everybody knows. This place like a fishbowl. That guy knows.
He doesn't know.
Excuse me. You know that my husband left me for a grad student, right?
Yes.
What can I do for you, Greg?
I'm here to make sure that Katie's job is safe.
She burned down the faculty house.
It was an accident.
She also assaulted a professor. I still love you.
Ow! That was on purpose.
You're a best-selling author.
Could you blame her?
You really could use your help.
In the book, Rooster had sex a few times.
16 times.
Oh, good. You counted.
17 if you include the oral sex.
Have to include that. Yeah, let's include it.
Look, we all mess up, but at our cause, we are all good people.
You are a bad person, and I hate you.
Hey, Rooster. Oh, hey there.
The kids call you Rooster?
Some of the kids think I'm kind of like my character.
Nice washboard. Are you okay?
Anytime Katie has a problem, I swoop in. But I can't fix this. I'm not Rooster.
This is college. You can be the rooster if you want.
Hey, Sailor.
Cock a doodle doo.
I don't think it's a good idea.
I am not going to succumb to peer pressure.
Yes, you are.
We do hard things to make ourselves stronger. But it can't continue unless you put some gasoline on the fire.
Aggression, Rooster! I want aggression! Here, come!
Nobody spoke.
Oh, I'll taste them! Okay, you go! Did she say how long to wait? Because I think we are supposed to start. Oh, all right.
Nice mustache, jerk.
I can hear you. Yeah, I know. No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
I was trying to figure out
I'm
where
interested.
I was trying to figure out where I recognized the
Oh, girl.
husband.
Oh, I was
No,
talking
the
about
husband.
girl 'cause
The
she looked familiar
husband
to
from,
me.
and he was Jamie Tart in Ted Lasso, on
Okay.
Apple TV. I was like, he looks like somebody. I couldn't tell because his voice is different. Because in Ted Lasso he uses his regular, or his normal English accent because they're in England. But here it sounded like he was doing an American accent, unless I just didn't hear properly. But yeah, that's him.
Okay. Matt, call it.
Tails.
What's your topic?
Wow. So there's a lot of discussion as of late about the use of AI in entertainment and media. I know a little while ago we talked about how there were rumors that WWE had hired an AI company to start writing some stories and things for them. Obviously, deep fakes have been a thing. I'm pretty sure because this was all spawned by last week when Travis told us about this porno that was like real life hentai. And I was watching it, and I was like, "This feels like a deep fake. This feels like AI made this."
You watched it?
I not only did I watch that, I watched a few of them, not all of them, but a few of them. And that was the impression that I got, was like, this is AI. Like, they took this actress and then they made this, and it's insane. But also, there are ethical issues behind doing this, and people possibly losing jobs as AI takes their jobs, because you don't have to pay AI to write stories. South Park did a whole thing with the Osmo. So I want to know where you guys stand on the use of AI in media for things like writing scripts and stories and all of that.
Okay. There are a lot of issues when it comes to AI. Generative AI is what we tend to have the real problem with. The problem is people just say AI and they use it as a blanket statement. And I'm like, you don't hate all AI. You hate generative AI. Be clear. Because if you hated all AI, you wouldn't play video games. All right. Like, if you hated all AI, you wouldn't use Facebook or YouTube or any of that shit. All your algorithms, that's all artificial intelligence that feeds your algorithm, all that kind of shit.
Siri and
all those things. That's all
Alexa.
AI. So you don't hate all AI.
I'm Siri.
Shut up.
I think you've got a line.
Sounds like Mara hates Siri.
She scared the shit out of me.
He didn't really search. We found it last week while we were talking about the AVN Awards. It was
Your future husband
searched
gave
the
it
internet
to us, and then Mara found it and sent it to us.
I mentioned it because it was a winner of a category, and Mara found it. All right?
Travis mentioned it. I mean, not Travis. Yeah, Travis mentioned it. I turned off safe search to find it.
And then I had a few things to take care of before my vasectomy, and I thought that would be a good way to, round out
say, how did that work out with that?
39 years.
Okay. I mean, you sound like you're blaming the black guy, but cool.
Not during Black History Month.
Exactly. Ain't that a fucking shame? But anyway, the ethical ramifications of this, of course, of blatantly basically stealing other people's work that it just searches for on the internet for art and all that kind of shit is a problem, a big problem. So there's the first issue there. The other issue, like you mentioned, is people losing their jobs, which is a problem in that space, because when you give people who actually have a soul this job of writing and creating art and all that, then said art tends to have some kind of substance and soul to it, not just some kind of robotic bullshit. But then there's the environmental problems as well.
Yes, that's what I was going to touch on.
All these huge data centers are being built and that are just sucking up all the water out of these small communities and small towns. And we're all going to end up in a dystopian future where nobody has any fucking water.
We're going to end up like that last Doomsday trailer where I'm going to say it wrong. Talokan is dried out.
It's ridiculous. So that's where my strongest objection is, even though the other objections are pretty strong anyway, but that's the worst one because that affects all of us. That will get us all fucking killed for this proprietary basically technology that's really not going to be viable in a couple of years, because it's been made pretty clear that the amount of data centers they're building and everything are far exceeding what the actual demand is, and it's not going to really grow like that.
On top of they're not really thinking about the human oversight that it needs, and it's just that on top of and then outside of even just the water thing, it's also I believe the ones that are in, I think, Tennessee, I kept hearing about, those aside from just water just have all kinds of other environmental impact, like on the breathing air from what it's outputting. And it's of course not in where you would find 10-bedroom houses that are where people own their homes and stuff. It's in Black and brown neighborhoods where it's a lot less privileged people.
I saw one, and it's for multiple reasons. One, because the real estate there is cheap, but two, it's in an area where people won't make a big stink about you doing it to those people. But there is they just built one within the last couple of years. Not where we live now, but where we used to live. We used to head up to this town called Peachtree City, and it's from Fayetteville to Peachtree City. The road, whatever that road is, they built this huge ass data center there, and I remember seeing it and being like, "Ain't this some shit?" You hear about it, but you actually it's different when you actually see it and you see how fucking huge it is, and it's all just fucking servers. This is all it is, and it's just ridiculous. But yeah, those are
also Skynet.
Well, yeah, the robots are going to kill us all. I already know that. I accepted that years ago, though.
If we're not already in the simulation because somehow we died and we just didn't know it.
Yeah. So we could already be in the Matrix. We don't know it. It could not. It might not be Terminator. It might be the Matrix.
The way the last 6 years to a decade have gone, I would argue we're probably in it.
And honestly, I don't want the red pill. Leave me in there. Just give me the blue pill. I'm staying in because
no. After the way everything's going now, get me the fuck out of the simulation. I don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah, but then you're out and then the machines just kill.
Yeah, then you're out there.
I'm fine with that, Travis. I'm good with that. Let me the fuck out. I'll figure it out there.
I'll go to the cave raves.
It can't be that much worse.
No,
I've already lived through 39 years of oppression. I'll be okay.
Cave raves and cave orgies.
I'm after 39 years, I'm already used to it, bro. I know this is new for you, but after 39 years, I'm used to it. So I'll be fine. Leave me in.
Yeah.
But yeah.
My thoughts were just with aside from like the job aspect, it's just this shit is the quality of it is abysmal anyway. Like it's I think a lot of times it's very obvious when something has like an AI writer to it. Now as it is, just because like the wording won't make full sense or it just sounds stupid. It's like we're already in a time where a lot of, I'll say, studios and such aren't doing anything new. They're just recycling ideas and maybe adding a little bit flair to them. Like when I go through some of the shows, like I'll give Peacock as an example. I feel like there's like at least 10 shows now that are all in the format of like The Office, where it's like, it's not that they suck. It's just that it just reminds me of like where that started, where that came from. It came from The Office. Like Chris and I have been occasionally watching that St. Denis Medical. Mm-hmm. And it's the same thing. It's a bunch of people work in a medical center. They occasionally talk directly to the camera.
Mockumentary, yeah.
Yeah, it's a mockumentary. The Paper, a spinoff from The Office. I think Stumble is another show that's like The Office, but it's with cheerleaders. There's just so many shows just like the other. And if it's not that, it's my propaganda shows or my medical agenda show. Aside from The Pit, that one can't do me no wrong. But and then with movies, we're now in an era now where everyone's redoing the classic of horrors. Again, not the worst, but it's either a hit or a miss. I didn't even know that there was.
I mean, they've been doing that forever, though, Mara, because the conversation for as long as I've been a horror fan and just a fan of movies in general, they say the same thing about wrestling is, oh, they're just recycling storylines. They're just recycling movies. There are no new ideas. They're just making remakes of stuff that worked. Blah, blah, blah. Like that's been going on forever. That was going on before AI had its boom too.
Yeah, but I think once you put AI into it, it's just going to make it shittier.
You always be rehashes of the rehashes.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I missed when the concern of AI was really just people just using it to do their homework.
Yeah. Not only that, like, because of all this shit, they're buying up all the fucking RAM and GPUs out there. So if you're trying to build a PC right now, you're fucked. Like,
can't do it unless
the cost of RAM is ridiculous right now.
Unless you're like in the top 5%, you can't afford to do it.
Yeah, like I've been wanting to upgrade my PC, and it's just like I can't afford that right now. Like, ain't no way. But yeah. Why don't you tell us what you people think right now about the state of the world and the use of generative AI and its effect on entertainment, at least. Or if you want to talk about all the other ethical ramifications of the environment and all that, you can do that too.
Also, Did you hear about how AI has its own social network or social media that we apparently can just look at? We just can't. We can't
I
engage
saw
or
something
like
about
that.
it, but I didn't look too deeply into it.
I don't know how like factual it is, but I've heard it from like on a couple different sources. I just thought that was kind of funny. It's like a Reddit, but for AI
To complain about
agents.
humans.
Yeah. Guys are screenshotting us.
But yeah, let us know what you think in the comments below. We want to know. All right. Another trailer here. Did either one of you watch Blue Mountain State?
Yes.
Well, yeah, we got Thad here and something else.
Is this the Netflix one? Yes.
Should probably unmute it though.
Son.
Yeah.
Son, you're one of the most promising candidates we've ever seen. But why are you here?
I just want to get across that finish line, Sergeant.
Oh, he's the guy from Playdate too.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I feel like I watched the trailer the other day and I said I don't think this is gonna hit the same way that Playdate
Do
did.
you understand me? Hey, slow down,
I also know
Superman.
this is not a
Make
comedy,
Russell's look
but
bad. You can expect your emotional, physical, and mental strength to be pushed to the limit.
And I'm curious how he can. Well, I've seen him in things that were not comedies, but
It's comedies going haywire.
What the hell is that?
Oh, it's Independence Day.
well,
There's a
my
tree right
understanding,
there.
my understanding is like I thought this was like
Whatever that
some
thing
kind of
It's hunting us.
machine they made,
And it won't stop.
or they not them
No comms, no
specifically,
flares, no
but
firearms.
like I assume some
We need
government
to
made that's gone rogue. Probably another issue with fucking AI.
Yeah, it was built for war.
It's not about us anymore.
So
It's
was
warning
he.
everybody that thing's coming.
Rangers, lead the way! All the way! You gotta be shitting me.
It looks like a goddamn kaiju.
A little bit.
I was saying after I watched this, I was like, this, like, I feel like shit like this is why so many soldiers come back with PTSD, because it's like the stuff that they, because you know they all came back and they couldn't talk about what they saw and what they had to go against.
Oh, they definitely saw some shit that they can't tell us about.
Right, and that
Especially
shit
ones that
just,
saw actual war. Like,
and it's just fucking them up. Because I could imagine some machine like this, not like exactly like that, being out there, and then they have to like go out there, rein it in, and then the government's like, oh yeah, no, we were taking out terrorists and drug dealers. It was actually
Travis,
just rogue equipment.
remember when we were applying for college and I told you that I wanted to go to an HBCU so I could be the first white person to go to one, and you told me that that wasn't a possibility because
people already
it's too
did
late.
it.
Yep. That's kind of my same goal with taking the red pill. Like, I want to believe that the term woke that we use was for Black people who realized that we were in a simulation and woke up and got out. And now I want to be the first white person to break free from the simulation and find out what's out there.
all right. You know what? I'm gonna let you dream.
By all means.
I'm gonna let you dream. But in the meantime, let's talk about my topic.
I was gonna say, leave me in the simulation. I'm good. It's cozy in here.
You got to be woke, Mara.
So, on a bit of a lighter note than our last topic, who is someone, an actor, who you don't find funny at all, but keeps popping up in comedies, and you just like, how do you keep getting this work? Who do you know? Who do you have dirt on? What's happening?
That's how it feels with Jared Leto every time he gets cast in something. How are you still getting jobs?
But yeah, what about y'all? What do you think? And I got a list here, but one of mine I know how he does because he knows the right people. But what about the rest? What about you guys? Who you got?
Honestly, I kind of had a hard time with this. I went with Tim Robinson. He was on SNL. He's in that movie Friendship that came out for May 24. I was told how funny that movie was. That movie was dog shit. I did not laugh. I did not giggle. I did not smile once. I sat there the entire time wondering how this is a comedy and how he somehow made Paul Rudd unfunny.
He was also in some other show.
I had to see his face. I don't know the name.
Yeah.
He was in something on HBO that I couldn't tell if it was supposed to be serious or comedy.
I do not like him.
I think clips of him are funny, like that video where everyone's like, I'm doing my part, and he goes, I'm not doing shit. It's probably the extent of it. But I also kind of struggled with this a little bit too, because I had to really sit here and think, like, who do I see in comedy stuff and they don't genuinely make me hee-haw? And at first, and then I finally thought about it and I was like, Amy Schumer.
I thought that was the obvious one. I tried not to name Amy Schumer. But...
Right. And then I also went to Kevin Hart because I more prefer his stand-up in a sense, because I just feel like when he plays in a comedy movie, he's playing the same person.
He overdoes it too all the time.
Yeah.
Overplays the comedy. I can get that. But there's times he still makes me laugh. But yeah.
Yeah, like he'll have the occasional like one-liner that's like, but I prefer his stand-up. And another person who's like that, but we don't really see him as much anymore, Dane Cook.
Okay.
Except with
his stand-up funny, and I found the movies funny. So
I was gonna say, with the exception of like maybe Waiting.
I was just about to name Waiting. He was hilarious in Waiting.
Even though he's not like the main character in that, but when I think back on all the
I saw
other
him in a movie.
Good Luck, Chuck.
Never saw it.
Good Luck, Chuck. And that one, I don't know. Maybe that one's just too dated for me. What was that other one he did? What was the other one I saw him? The one with Jessica Simpson. Oh, Employee of the Month.
Did I see that? I may not have seen that either.
You might have avoided it. She wasn't good in that either. Neither one of them were really.
Well, she's not an actor. I don't expect her to be, but
this is true.
He just turned out to be kind of a douchebag. I mean, more of a douchebag than his personality let on.
Yeah. For me, there's a couple of them here. Like Amy Schumer was an obvious one. I just was like, I'm not going to do that with her because we already know that. One of them, though, is Rob Schneider. Rob Schneider does not make me laugh in the least, but I know how he keeps getting rolled because he's friends with Adam Sandler, so that's just what happens there. Like he had one point where he had something that was just like, that's fun. It was the You Can Do It in Waterboy, and that's the only thing he's ever done that's been entertaining to me.
I also avoided
Jessica.
I also tried to avoid listing him as well because I felt like it's easy fodder to pick him as with his right-leaning ways and his stupidity now.
See, I didn't even know about that until after I thought about him being somebody that's not funny to me. I just kind of looked up what was happening with him right recently because like, I haven't seen him in anything recently. I'm like, oh, he's a piece of shit. Okay, cool.
I mean, along that same lines, I'd also probably say Kevin James.
Kevin James has made me laugh.
Not in a while. Even in Playdate, like he wasn't the funny one in Playdate.
Well, no, Alan Richardson was the funny part of Playdate.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, it was giving he wasn't supposed to be. Like,
it looked like he was playing the straight man in that one. So it was,
anyway. But even in like the Adam Sandler movies, with everyone else in there, he's one of the least funny. He did Paul Blart Mall Cop. That was terrible. Like it's been a while since Kevin James has made me laugh.
That was probably the end of it for me. I think when it came out, I enjoyed the first Paul Blart, but I think when they did that second one, I was like, why did we need a second one of these?
Because the first one made money, so they knew a sequel would too.
But did it?
I should say they assumed the second one would too.
True. Because I loved King of Queens. I used to watch that shit all the time.
Yeah. And the last one was Will Arnett. Will Arnett does not make me laugh at all either. And you would think he would because he played, the Lego Batman. I'm like, oh, Batman. Batman's great, but I'm just like,
yeah, I could see that because even when we were watching Lego Masters, I think when he would try to be funny.
Oh, he's definitely not funny on Lego Masters.
Yeah, it would be like, oh my gosh. It's like cringy. It's like kind of trying to be like cringy dad humor.
Yeah, that's why Nick Cannon took his job.
On Lego Masters?
I forgot about that. Yeah, the next season will be Nick Cannon as the host, which means it's just going to be annoying.
I was going to say, he also doesn't make me laugh, but
that might not be the goal with him.
Yeah, that man hasn't really made me laugh since All That. And it's easy to forget that he was on All That.
And see, here's the thing with me.
I'm pretty sure that's JJ.
All the way. And I was actually going to bring Marlon up on this because in movies and TV, Marlon has made me laugh. His stand-up has never made me laugh.
I think I tried to watch whatever his last stand-up was, and I ended up just turning it off.
Yeah.
I always prefer, I knew it was JJ. Hi, JJ. I always preferred Sean to Marlon anyway, personally. Like in the scary movies and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I always like Sean better.
Fucked me.
Yeah. Another one that's, again, I find funnier in the, TV movies, Tracy Morgan. Stand-up does not make me laugh at all. But like he has made me laugh in TV and in movies and stuff like that. It's not like I'm falling out laughing when I'm watching him, but I laugh when I watch him.
I think the way that he, like the way that we just said that Kevin Hart does too much when he's acting in a comedy role, I think the way that Tracy Morgan does it makes sense to who he is.
Right. And the thing is with him, it also is better when it's him in smaller doses. Like when he showed up on Martin, great there, as Hustle Man. Like it was pure comedy with the fucking kazoo on the saxophone and shit. Like stuff like that is funny. But when it's all on him, don't really do it for me.
He has that other show now, right?
Crutch?
Something. Crutch?
Yeah, it's called Crutch.
Oh.
It's the spinoff of The Neighborhood. Is that what you're talking about?
No, I was thinking of some Jenkins thing.
Wait, there's a spinoff of The Neighborhood?
Technically, yeah. He plays a character named Crutch, who is Cedric the Entertainer's character's cousin. So they kind of did a thing. Split it up like that. They were supposed to do another one with the sons, Malcolm and Marty, but that got canceled.
Mm-hmm. I feel like there are just certain comedians who are so like, okay, so like Kenan Thompson can do pretty much anything, right? Like he's great in everything. He doesn't have to just be Kenan Thompson. Certain comedians, like you have to play yourself, otherwise the role's not going to work for you. You know what I'm saying? Like Ron Funches. I love Ron Funches. I think he's hilarious, especially on the Harley Quinn show. But Ron Funches has to play a Ron Funches character.
Yeah, he's Ron Funches all the time, but that's a delightful character. Ron Funches is delightful at all times. Like it is. Every time I hear it, like even in animation, if I hear his voice, I'm like, oh, Ron Funches is here. I'm happy.
I've been watching Harley Quinn, and the other day, and Chris was like, "Is that Ron Funches?" I was like, "You know it."
Yeah. But yeah, what about you? Who is the person who keeps popping up in the comedies that you just like? Why you are not funny? Go away. Let us know. Put it right there in them comments, and we want to hear about them. But let's get up out of here. Don't forget to follow us on all the socials: IG, Twitter, the TikToks, all that shit at It's Creatia World. Is at ITSCREATIA World. Also on Blue Sky, creatiaworld.bsky.social. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/Creatia World. And while you're there, join a couple of our Facebook groups. One of them being facebook.com/group/Them Dragons. If you're a fan of Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, or now A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, hop on in there, talk to us about the show. We'd love to have those conversations with you. Let us know what you think. Also, if you're a wrestling fan, you can go to facebook.com/group/SmackingRaw. If you're, go in there, talk wrestling with us. I'm not going to make Matt talk about this right now. We're going to move on. You can find me on all the socials at Lord_Cusslott. That is at LORD_CUSSALOTT. Mara, where can they find you?
Same places at Mara the Shark. MARADASHARK.
And Matt, where can they find you?
Appreciate you, JJ. Everywhere at Getting Off, TikTok, Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, all of that. A new interview is dropping this Sunday where Katie and I sat down to interview Justin from the Get Show podcast. So tune in to that and see what he had to say about his love of horror movies.
Awesome. Yeah, check that out. That'll be it for this week's episode of the Creatia Conversation. We'll catch y'all next week. Till then, we out.
Bye.